going to give you guys an update on how everything's going. So stay tuned. So Bogota is still shut down at the moment for international travel, so I can't get out there. Update: we hired somebody. They moved on from Life Afar, like I think 2018, 2019. So we hired them to be our property manager, and we agreed to 15%, which is like the standard market rate. The dude basically came back and said, he didn't. I guess he didn't do the math on like 15% off of the amount of people he would be able to get. So he wanted to get like a flat fee, and we disagreed, and we had to fire him. So within a year, we're going to be on our third property manager. That's what we're looking for. So that happened, and because we only have 2 tenants in there right now, 2 people who have thankfully been renting from us, giving us something to keep going. 2 people in there, and those 2 people, for better or for worse, have been in there because they're stuck. So that's kind of tough. So they're kind of stuck in there. And because we only have 2 people, our legal representative, he's a great person. His fees just were too much, and for the business to handle right now while we only have 2 people. So we had to let him go. And Mike has been, Mike and Susan have been a godsend, and they have really been getting this thing going, because like as soon as they could start moving, they took buses from Medellin all the way to Bogota, dealing with everything in this pandemic. They've been really handling a lot of stuff, and they're just investors like how I am. I'm the assistant legal representative now because Mike is now the legal rep. So what's been going on with it? We had insane water bills, but like before, they really didn't care, because they looked at it as like a portfolio of properties, and they didn't have their focus on the one, which we would want, but they looked at it like that's their portfolio. So it's like this one is a little problem child with the water. The water bill was real crazy, and luckily we found out that the water was leaking. The water system was leaking, and like basically we just had a leak, so the water meter was spinning, and that's why our water bill was so high, because we just were leaking water. So then that's fixed, so our water cost should come down. What also is going on down there, man? It's just, we got to get some people in there. We need some bodies in there, because with this place being vacant, we've had some security risk. We were good, and then, knock on wood, we were good up until the point when like we were just talking about it, and then somebody, because the place has like these, I'll show you guys, there's like these nice glass windows. People can see that there's not that many people in there. People are, getting laid off. Someone tried to get in, but luckily we have like security cameras, the doors locked. But we need to get some bodies in there ASAP. And the tough thing about Bogota, not Colombia, Bogota is basically like Chicago. The winter time, December, January is kind of dead. So we had to get somebody in. If we're going to get tenants in there, we got to get them in there October and November, so we can get some extra revenue. So 2 things that we were going to try. So with the property, what we also had to do is we had people there at the front desk. They weren't the best people, so we had to fire them. And so what we have right now, one thing we're trying to try is going to be like $300 a month, and we'll split like money from the OTAs to online travel agencies, Booking.com, Airbnb, and she's going to create us a website and drive traffic to there. And with her process is she's going to charge like 1%, 5% of what we generate after we pay the OTAs, and she's basically going to set us up with like Facebook marketing, targeted marketing programs, marketing campaigns to get this building filled up. And we're going to go with that for sure, because $300 a month we don't have a ton of money right now. There's a very real cash crunch right now. It's very real, but we need to get some bodies in there. So what we're going to do is we're going to go with her plan to do that, to get some online business drum up right now, because we need bodies in there. And then we had another gentleman who he deals with like business clients and that kind of stuff. He came with us with a plan where basically We create some business suites, set it up for the, maybe set up like a little office space for people to come in there, print, do all this other stuff. But that's going to cost money, and that's something we can't do right now. So that's something we're going to have to revisit in like 6 months or so. So we have a plan we're going to do right now. We're going to try and drum up some marketing with the OTAs. And we're really excited about dealing with the person we have with that, because they're going to be willing to train somebody that we hire. And if we can hire somebody that's like a quality person that's going to help out. We were talking about it, and we were going to try and find somebody who is bilingual, but that's going to cost more. And the person wouldn't have to be bilingual. This is something, if you're trying to start an Airbnb business, the person just has to, because where we are and we're trying to attract, we thought we were going to do like more touristy people, but our niche is probably going to be more business professionals. Most of them are going to speak Spanish, and the ones that don't speak Spanish, they're not going to ask. Most of the booking is going to be done online. So the questions that they're going to ask, and you could set it up for like OTAs to, not OTAs, your managing platform to answer kind of like basic questions. So like we could do the guidebook. I'll put a link to the guidebook that we have. I really like it. I think it came out nice. So I'll put a link to the guidebook. Like we give them that, and she would just have to understand how to answer like basic questions. Like, cause I mean, how much do you talk to the person at the front desk? You know what I mean? You might ask for towels, toothbrush, all that kind of stuff. She doesn't have to be able to give a dissertation on, the Krebs cycle. You know what I mean? She just has to be able to answer basic stuff. So like bilingual, we don't really need somebody who's bilingual, like could pass like a test and teach English in America. We don't need somebody at that level. We just need somebody who could speak a little bit of basic English, like I can speak a little bit of basic Spanish and can get by talking with somebody. So that's going to lower our cost from hiring that person, and having that person at the front desk is also going to keep people there. So we're probably going to need somebody at the front desk, and we're going to need somebody during the day. So we'll probably have their shift probably like 10 to 6, and then we'll have somebody 6 to 10, 4, 6 to 8 hours after that. I can't do math. It's kind of late right now. So we'll have somebody for that second block, and just have where people are sleeping, have that little block empty. But we're definitely going to revisit retooling the property to make it really make it to what the market is desiring for people who are doing business travel. But right now that's a cash constraint. So this is just something I want to talk about with you guys. You know what I mean? We have this platform, we have this project. It's not going how we want it. We had to fire 2 property managers, but we're going to try and make this thing work because we think we have a great property. Mike, I hopefully to open this border soon so I can go down there and do some stuff, because Mike, I know he's stressed out. I know he's got to be stressed out, and I can't really do anything. So I'm really just the legal assistant or legal rep entitled, because I can't really do anything. So this is Nick signing out. If you guys want any updates on it, or just want to talk about doing Airbnbs, I'm newer to it, so I welcome anybody with any ideas. Or if you know somebody in Bogota who fits what we're looking for, who could sit at the front desk and understands they have to be computer savvy, let me know. So this is Nick signing out.